What is up, you guys? So today's video is kind of about this little game I came up with. It's like a time yourself kind of game. The point of it is to kind of make yourself a little bit on edge while producing music, so that way you're thinking quicker, you're making decisions quicker, and it's kind of just fun. So I think it's important to have fun in Ableton or in your DAW. It's producing music is meant to be, it should be fun. If you're not having fun doing it, then I don't know, I don't think the creative process will work out as good as if when you're having fun. It's important to have fun, and that's why I do these little games and workflow videos, because it's so important to have fun. Like, let me put it this way, when you're a beginner and you're learning things, a lot of the times beginners like to give up and get frustrated too easily, and that really slows down their learning process. But if you're having fun while learning, and you're having fun while learning how to produce and things like that, you're going to be more successful. It's going to, it's just a better way to approach it, and it's a more natural way to do things. Anytime something is frustrating, people just want to give in a little easier. And if you're having fun, you kind of want to keep doing it longer and longer. So the point of these games is to make Ableton or your DAW time, your production time, feel more like leisure and less like work. And so I know for me, I spend a lot of hours every day in Ableton, but I find a lot of ways to keep it fun, so that way it doesn't feel, like the same thing every day, or it doesn't feel like I'm working. Because as soon as it feels like work, it is way less fun, and it makes it miserable and whatever. So you guys kind of get the point. So that's the whole objective of the game, to make Ableton fun and to challenge ourselves and to add that adrenaline and energy to when we're making music. So basically, you can use a stopwatch app on your phone or something like that. Or if you have Max for Live, you can go to the Max for Live websites. And you can find plugins like this one, this is Stopwatcha. So someone made it free to download. So there's a lot of good free Max for Live plugins, and they do all sorts of different things, anything you can imagine, really. So what I like about this one is I can just set it on a track, add the time I want, set the frequency of the alarm. So I'll just set it around 60, and so I'll just turn that on, and I'll hear that frequency play. And then I'll know to stop, and it's kind of a fun game to do. So I like to, do 5 or 10 minutes or 20 minutes depending on what I'm doing. So if it's like a mix and like I'm starting a mix, I'll set it to 20 minutes, see how far I can get in the mix, and then maybe save, and then go back to a previously saved version, and then start that whole process over and over. So that way I'm getting quicker at mixing and it's making my brain sharper to what works and doesn't work, and things like that. Or 5 minutes for making a quick kick group or a quick layer of synths, or a quick make of a patch. So you can find a lot of cool ways to use this, and I think it's important. It is a self-improvement exercise, I would say. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll just delete everything, just like that. And let's make sure the alarm works. Sometimes the alarm doesn't work, so I don't know why. Alright, so let's reset it. Set it back to 60 or 50. It doesn't matter. Why am I saying seconds? And let's do 5 minutes. So again, the point of the video is not about what I'm about to make or how I make it. It's really about playing the game and getting my energy up, so that way I'm making quick decisions. So let's just start it, and I'll just do what I do at the beginning of every session, is just throw in 4 audio tracks, put them in a group, and that's my kicks group. So there's a couple plugins I like to use right off the bat that I can think of. So I'll throw in actually not OTT, I don't want that. I want some, perfect, I have a glue compressor already. And let's search kickstart, so that way I can keep my kicks from being too long. So I type them sometimes when I press Command F. Sometimes that's a little quicker. So what I like about this game is it also makes you figure out what the quickest workflows for yourself is. So if it's key commands or clicking, you'll find out which is faster. And also, you have to have a organized library to do this. You know, some people have like stuff all over their computers, and I just like to have all my folders in one spot. So let's see. Let's find a kick. I like that one. And I like that one. So I'm going to go with this one because I don't have enough time to, you know, sit here and listen to this over and over. It really bothers me too when people like take 20 minutes to pick out a kick. So for people like that, if you're like that, doing these kind of games should make you a little bit faster over time, make you a little bit more decisive. So let's throw in the second layer, which is probably going to be an attack layer. I like that one. It has a nice little oomph to it. So let's listen to this. And I'm going to quickly try to set my levels as well. So 5 minutes is not a lot of time, but let's try to get it right. And let's get rid of this stuff. I don't want to hear that. So that's the basics of the kick so far, and I usually like to throw in a hard layer as my third one. I like this one. It's short as well, so that works out also. Let's try a different one real quick. I think I like this one as a second option. Ooh, I kind of like how they both sound. But I think that one is just cleaner, and I always go for cleaner stuff. That's kind of my preference. And what I'll do next is layer in some white noise. So I did a tutorial on the white noise kick trick not too long ago. So if you want to know why I do that, go check it out there. But basically I'm just going to add in some white noise. And I'm going to add some kickstart to it. 100% at this envelope of, oh, well, not this envelope, long tail. So long kick, I should say. So it's matching my kicks. And why I do this quickly is just because it's layering in with the white noise is layering in with my kicks. So it sounds pretty cool. And you gotta mix this in pretty low at like 51 decibels. Alright, so let's not do the other stuff. So let's see. Let's leave it on long kick. I like that one. And at 50%. And the reason why I do that, why I shape my kicks like that, is because it makes it shorter and cleaner, and it kind of, when I compress them all after this, so once I compress this, it's going to sound really nice and tight, and it's easy, when you have short kicks, it's easy to then add more bass, and it makes mixing it a lot easier too. So in the context of a full track, you want your kicks preferably to be shorter. If not, you're going to have to clear out a lot of room for those kicks to, you know, fully sound great. So it's just easier to work with short kicks. So let's compress this. And I'm going to leave the attack at 1 millisecond automatic release. Ratio 4 is fine. Or we could do 10, but that's a bit more extreme. I don't really want to lose my low end too much, so I don't want to over compress this. Alright, so we're done. So in 5 minutes, this is what I've done. It doesn't sound impressive, but I can guarantee it would have taken at least 2 or 3 more minutes longer if I wasn't rushing myself to do it. And sometimes it's good. It's just a good exercise. I'm not saying you guys should use this all the time. Again, it's a game. It's an exercise. There are times where you need to take your time and really be detail-based. But for other things, you know, that you want to get quicker at, this is a good exercise. So hopefully you guys like this. If you guys want me to do a weekly series where I try to explain something in 5 or 10 minutes or less using that plugin, kind of something like this, like kind of creating kick groups or layers or things like that, let me know. So thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you guys try this out. I'm not saying it's gonna work for everyone. I'm saying that you should probably try it out if you think you're not having as much fun and you want to just find different ways to have fun in Ableton. So thanks guys for watching, and late.